I was like, oh. I was just telling you I hated that fucking character and I hope he died. And then I was like, oh, I didn't see that
Remember,
coming.
Digimon, not for bitches.
We're gonna do that one after AI summoned him too.
Content warning. Horrible thing.
Oh
God!
Fucking
That was metal.
Why do you hate
That was metal.
Emotions right volume, emotions left volume.
Wait, what?
Look at the screen.
No, I am looking at the screen. What does that fucking mean?
That they're gonna go all in with fucking with us?
Apparently.
Also, you're using Renpai, you fuckers. I know what you're using.
Fucking psychos.
Holy shit. We're gonna be a Lovecraftian game by making sure our group is deaf.
I do like the artwork.
Oh yeah, no, it looks... Let me turn you up a little more.
They've been updating this too. It's version 1.86.
Yeah, and it's not glitching out like their other games.
Yeah, probably because they had a chance to optimize it.
Alright, there we go. Let me just refresh the chat. There we go. So, we're going to start with Eyes. So again, these are the guys that made Helicopter Dating Sim and My Dream Sport Dating Sim. I was not expecting them to do this, but hey, I love these stupid motherfuckers anyway. And they knew I love Lovecraft, so why not? Torture mode and it... What?
Torture mode enabled. Speedrun mode disabled. High performance mode default. Play. I'm assuming torture mode just has all the blood and gore of torture.
Hopefully.
Or it's going to torture us. It's possible. Both.
We've seen what these devs can do.
Yes, most of it's kinky.
Wait, new profile. Someone is watching me. It's been a while since I interacted with other beings. I remember someone trying to free me from my stone prison, but they just managed to expose part of me. I don't care either way. I was fine underground. They sure wanted to find me. They dug a big hole just to reach me. They cover their faces with masks like the ancient tribes. Maybe they feel safer this way. The masked ones have been throwing other beings here with me. Most of them failed on the first days of being exposed to my influence and had to be removed. You know what? Hold on. I forgot to put Carl on the screen. I feel like it's a travesty if he's not on screen for this.
Carlito.
Get over here, boy. Where should I put him? Right there.
You're a stupid cat.
You having fun?
And he wanted to play with the other one, and now the other one's chasing him around.
He only wants to play with her when she doesn't want to play with him.
Yep.
I sense the fear of the two remaining, and they look at me in confusion. They don't even know what I am, but neither do the masked ones. It's been a long time since I've had an opportunity like this. There's more about them than fear. The one closest to me is a male. He's curious, even more than fearful. It's poking around my surface while talking to the other one. How will I call this one? What do you want to name him?
It's Meltman.
Did I do it?
Yes, with the power to melt.
Yes, I feel that Meltman suits him just fine. I'll call him that.
I mean, look at that face.
The other being is a female. She's angry at Meltman for his lack of caution and yelling at the masked ones to let her go free. She is putting on a brave facade for the other, but she is terrified nonetheless. Amusing. How will I call this one?
Karen?
I'm gonna go grab my water. I got my water.
Meltman and Karen.
Like the worst.
Oh, I just realized that that's a beard. I thought that was like skin flaps or something on his face.
No, I could tell that was a beard.
I'm saying I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, oh yeah, I know, I can see why you think that because of the way. I do like, by the way, how they're
Yeah.
doing this so far. It's so vastly different than what they normally do. Yes, I feel that Karen suits her just fine. I'll call her that. Do you want to save this configuration? Yes, I do. It's Ren'Py. I know how to do this. I'm a master at Ren'Py. Oh, you have a different saving thing? Oh, fuck off. So do I. Devs, by the way, I believe you can actually turn that off, but I don't know. The masked ones have been giving them some resting time while they disposed of the ones that no longer could resist my influence. Who the fuck is texting me? Karen, stop texting me, damn it. Hold on, sorry, I gotta deal with this.
All this makes me think of is the commercial for the Jolly Green Giant. The one that used to be on the peas.
You know what the music's reminding me of is Tetsuo.
A little bit, yeah.
Welcome, everybody. I've had enough fun for now, but I should use these remaining toys in a more intelligent way. I'll give Meltman and Karen the freedom they desire, and for this, I need to synchronize their emotions. The body will soon follow, and the results will be a treat to witness.
Do we have to make them fuck?
Let me go check the email. I don't believe they gave me an adult warning, but I'm just gonna go double check.
I mean, to be fair, it is a game from the guys that did Dating Sim, so I can see why it might be a little raunchy.
No, nothing about adult content. They would have warned me.
All right, then this is going to be horrible.
Yeah, there's none on their let's see, turn-based RPG strategy. Yeah, they don't have. This isn't going to be adult. Got really good reviews, so congratulations to the devs on that one. I'm actually going to leave a review after this. This is my gift to them, to the masked ones, to myself, and to you. I wonder, what should I do now? Who do you want to affect first?
Well, here's the thing. Meltman is probably way more based than Karen, so I feel like fucking with him is going to make her freak out more.
So mess with Karen?
No, I say mess with Meltman to fuck with Karen.
Okay. The music keeps getting louder and lower. I know what you're doing, Debs. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
I do like that they're experimenting with something new. How should I affect Meltman?
Inflict fear, inflict anger, inflict sorrow, inflict hope. Go back. So, let's see. What do we want to inflict here? We have fear, anger, sorrow, hope. I don't think we want to do hope, because that's probably a bad idea at this point.
Anger, so we can get him to fight Karen?
Maybe.
Meltman wonders if the police is looking for him. No doubt her mother, her girlfriend. Meltman's a woman? No, it's a translational error.
Yeah, it's a translational error.
No doubt his mother, his girlfriend, or his business partner had reported his disappearance. It's been several weeks, or at least he thinks so. Time passes differently here. He can't assure if it's been weeks or just a couple of days. The police would even find him? Would they even look for him? The police was probably bought. No doubt an operation like this has all its bases covered. He laughed for a second, thinking about how his mother had a naive trust in authority. She always thought that most of the government and the police had good intentions, even that most people are good. He really hated this. He hated this naivety. He hated that he knew that people would get away with torturing and murdering them. He felt powerless and furious.
God, I just need to backhand something.
This has been a nice test. They are not the only ones that are performing experiments here. Their worst mistake is to think that they are in control. No one is truly in control. Not even me or you. We're all being experimented on. It would be wise to always remember this. The masked ones are openly trying to make me damn fuck up.
It's never ending.
Okay, that's that. Oh, that was loud for me. The masked ones are opening the hatch and lowering something with a crane. Do you want to say the quote or do I?
Is it a goat?
Maybe?
Lowering something with a crane. Which quote?
I was thinking of Silence of the Lambs. It wasn't a crane, but...
I was thinking Jurassic Park.
Oh! That would have made more sense than mine. Once the crane's platform lowered to the ground level, a loud voice instructed them to look inside. There are several objects placed without evident criteria.
What's gonna happen to the goat? What, kid? You never had lamb chops?
A coin purse, a portable radio, a robot toy, and a zeotrope. Zeotrope. Aren't they, they're called something else here, I think.
I have no idea.
It's been years since I've seen one, so I don't remember.
Is that the rotating thing?
Yeah,
there?
Yeah, I think it's like rotoscope is one of the ways to call it, but there's another
Oh, yeah, no, I know what that is. Yeah, I think that's
I used to love playing with those things. I wonder, what should I do now?
Affect Meltman's mind, affect Karen's mind, expand influence. What does expand influence do?
Let's find out. If I expand my influence, I should be able to influence a given emotion in a much bigger manner.
Oh, so we can make them more pissed.
What emotion should I focus on expanding its influence for the time being?
Let's Hulk them out.
Now I'll be able to inflict even a greater form of anger upon them, at least for a little while.
Oh, God.
Karen holds the portable radio in her hand and inspects it. The first thing she notices is that I thought rotoscope was also the name of the thing that you used to spin around. I thought that's where it also came from, but I could be wrong. It's been years.
I remember.
The first thing she notices is that it has no batteries, so it'll be pretty useless. But besides that, the object looks oddly identical to the one she used to carry with her to and back from school when she was little. Her school was a little bit far away, and her father worked late, so the object provided a useful distraction on the bus and when walking to and from the stop. Hold on, who's fucking eyeing me? Go, oh. All sorts of older and shady men used to roam the streets near our house, often coming in or out of the bar that preceded the street corner. It's either a rotoscope or multiple filters. So yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking of. Rotorscope, not rotoscope, sorry. I have a lisp, sometimes the R is hard to hear. The radio was useful to drown their comments, probably none of which they should be spattering to a little girl. But sometimes the radio, every one of them was like, little girl, why are you out alone? Go home.
Except for Meltman, he's ready to punch something.
He is mad. But sometimes the radio concealed the sounds of steps until it was almost too late, and the men were right behind her. Sometimes they touched her hair, her back, or whispered in her ear, and that's when you use the radio on them. At that point, she just sprinted out of there while hearing the sound of laughter. She remembered those meters until she got home and the daily terror, and how the radio and the headphones helped her maintain the illusion of safety, even if that was often shattered easily. Or you could just play the music low when you're walking. That's what I used to do when going to and from school. I made sure it was never loud enough that I wouldn't hear somebody coming up behind me. Karen's not very smart. Meltman watched her staring at the contraption for a while until he could not bear it any longer and offer her to keep the radio. She accepts. Although the object reminds her of a terrifying time in her life, she held it firmly in her hand for an unknown reason. They put the rest of the objects in the crane's platform and watched them quickly elevate far from reach. The objects doesn't seem to be of any utility in their mind, but that is not true on the masked one's side. They got valuable data from this, and will have more soon. Meltman notes changes in the movement of the masked ones. Probably the start of another of their tests. Soon the crane's platform descends from another package for them. A single tennis ball rests atop the platform. It's really used up. The outer layer has even started to peel off, but it's still usable. The loud voice wow, man, I should make dinner at some point. The loud voice indicates them to take it and play with it. I wonder what I should do now. Wonder if we can get Karen to throw the ball at Meltman.
Maybe we can try.
How should I affect Karen?
Looks like the same choices. We have fear, anger, sorrow, and hope.
She's already scared right now.
Yeah, they already said that. Yeah, the yellow. I'm assuming everything's like color coded.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, because he was blue to start off with, so he was hopeful, and then we made him pissed. So I guess inflicting more fear would drive her into a frenzy?
We go try that. Karen's mind is invaded by the images of the ones that are no longer with them. Okay, so I guess the saving was on purpose. I thought before with the way that we saved that maybe we weren't supposed to use the Renpai saves. She remembers that other girl that was with them and what they did to her. One time the masked ones took her upstairs. She was missing for what it seems like a few days. When they finally returned her, her eyes had lost all of its former glow. 1,000-mile stare, told Meltman. More time passed, and it stretched to seem evident that she was pregnant.
What?
Yeah, right? The movement of the baby seemed strange for everyone on the whole. Instead of punching or deforming the belly, the skin seemed to show mesmerizing patterns if you looked at it for far too long.
Oh, it's like one of those visual puzzles.
Oh, it's a Cronenberg kid. Unnatural sounds emanated from it at times, but everyone did their best to ignore it. Speaking of, we need to find out if his new movie's out on the web yet.
I can look that up actually right now. Yeah, that's Crimes of the Future, I think.
Can't remember what it was called. I just really want to see it.
Yeah, Crimes of the Future. It is. It was released in June.
On streaming services?
It says it. Hang on a second. I gotta try and find that. It's
because if it's like we have certain streaming services, so we can watch it.
Vertigo Film.
Mama, or baby, Mama, what's these shrooms in here? I'm sure we can find it in other means.
Mushrooms.
The health of the woman deteriorated as the belly continued to bloom. When the belly seemed like it was about to explode, she was taken upstairs again by the medical team. She returned again sometime later without the baby. She didn't want to talk about what happened, but Karen could imagine it. This process repeated a couple more times. After the third baby, she stopped eating, even when the other ones tried to feed her. Eventually, the masked ones took her and she never came back. Karen knew she could be next. She thought about how to kill herself if it came down to it. She knew her limits and she wouldn't allow that. But another thought reached her mind. The masked ones would not give her that chance. They would never make that mistake again. Should she just end it now then? What are you gonna do? Swallow the tennis ball? Why take the chance to let something like that happen to her? Fear paralyzed her in all sense, all options leading to terrible fates. She could not see any chance of getting out of here alive, but that wasn't even the worst part anymore.
Ba,
They
ba,
start
ba.
throwing the ball at each other. For a while, the masked ones watched, taking measures and recording video. Is this well, we don't know. It's Lovecraftian, that's all we know. Meltman throws the ball with a noticeable lack of energy. His sleep-deprived body can't coordinate. Sorry, it's the way this is written that's throwing me off. Coordinate complex movements and eventually gets hit by the ball due to his lack of attention. He grunts in anger at Karen, but soon calms down and keeps on playing. He remains irritable tough. Karen is having trouble focusing on the ball. Her eyes struggle to remain open. Eventually, she fails to catch one of the throws that impact against her extended finger, breaking one of her already frail nails. She's furious, waking up from her lethargy and with violence.
Violence.
We're getting him closer to fighting. Meltman gets flustered for some time. He is tired of this game. Meltman takes the ball and throws it towards the masked ones. The ball slips from Meltman's hand and falls to the ground just a few
Centimeters.
centimeters from.
Yes, centimeters.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was an O or a C. Karen starts to laugh at the pathetic attempt. Meltman gets angry at first, but then starts laughing as well. Incidentally wholesome was the achievement.
What?
Yep. The game continues for a while, both of them feeling more relaxed. After some minutes, the masked ones announce a game. They read the rules and project lights, forming some kind of play area. Meltman and Karen are actually excited for the game. Their minds almost forget that they are being held against their will. They play some rounds, getting increasingly competitive. After almost an hour of intense competition, there is finally a winner. The loud voice announces that Meltman is the winner. Meltman jumps around and celebrates his victory. This irritates Karen, that has never been a good loser.
Never has a truer statement been said.
Yep. But she manages to control her impulse and just brushes off that Meltman's victory. You want to take over reading?
Oh, if you want me to, yeah, you've been doing a lot of it. The masked ones lower the crane's platform and instruct them to place the ball there and take a package that's inside.
He's gonna get a trophy, and then she'll get one, just like in Peppa Pig.
Damn it. The package is filled with food, and by their reaction, the food is of their liking. Pizza! The loud voice instructs them to eat, and they do so. Engorge. They feel a little unease, but they are not going to reject that kind of food. Unless it's Domino's. The masked ones write down the results and start preparing the next test.
I'd rather Domino's than Pizza Hut.
Yeah, Pizza Hut these days is going extinct for a reason.
Yep.
Honestly, that place that we tried at the con that I got from Marco's, that shit was awesome.
Maybe we'll do it again. I would like to try some of the other places around there. Why are you saying the game sucks? That's mean.
Look at this image. Oh god. What emotion comes to mind when you look at this? I
Someone
don't
failed their
know.
Photoshop? They did. Look at the circle.
Oh.
We'll let him have it. It's okay.
Ass.
So sorrow, hope, or fear. I wonder if we should bring their hope up and then immediately crash it down type of thing.
Might not be a terrible idea. What word comes to your mind? Gibberish. Oh god.
I got an achievement called Art Critic.
That's truly a hope-inducing gibberish. The power of the expansion has resided for the moment. My influence is back to normal.
Oh.
The masked ones seem to be getting ready for another experiment. A noise inside the stone walls of the hole lets Meltman and Karen know to get ready for anything. Hidden holes in the walls open up. Oh god, I've done this dungeon before.
Is someone gonna stick their dick in it?
You don't know. It's not what you're gonna stick your dick in, it's what's gonna come out. Sound of legs emerge from the holes. That's not good.
Yeah, let me turn that up just a little to freak out the chat. Also, that's mean. Don't call the game suck. You just arrived. Be nice.
Long before they can see what's about to appear. I wonder, what should I do now? Okay. Well, you said you wanted to... So, we chose Hope before, right?
We chose Hope for the picture, but I'm kind of wondering if right now, if we chose Hope, someone's gonna stupidly grab whatever that is.
You know what? Fuck it. Who do you want to grab it, Karen or Meltman?
Go for Karen. Meltman's just having his own little anger issues in the background.
Alright, let's go with instilling hope in Karen. That is a dangerous thing to do.
You know what? Let's make our influence bigger first.
That's what I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure it would be hope, wouldn't it? Yeah, amplify hope. Amplify!
This game is called Eyes Over Us.
Finally, whatever was on those tubes comes out. A myriad of spiders start pouring out of the hole in the stone walls.
Nope.
Spiders!
Nope.
Like Indiana Jones. Despite their impressive size, Meltman recognizes the species, and it's not a venomous one. His childhood interest in natural life and hours of watching TV and reading about it seems to be finally paying out big time. At one time, he even considered a profession related to that, but the job market prospects were slim at best and made him reconsider that life patch. Karen falls to the ground, paralyzed by the overwhelming fear. The creature slowly creeping towards her.
Nope.
Even easier to reach now that she is on the ground. Meltman's lack of sleep is making him really irritable. Karen can barely keep awake, and that's driving her mad with a mix of exhaustion and rage.
Man, the hope ain't doing shit but making things worse.
The masked ones take notes and prepare for the next test. Meltman's stomach has been empty for a while. His body starts to decompose itself for sustenance.
Didn't they just eat?
Apparently not. There is movement on the top of the hole.
They just start sending in fucking Taco Bell and shit. There's no bathroom.
Oh,
there.
God. Oh, that's just mean. The masked ones are opening the hatch and lowering something with the crane. Once the crane's platform lowers to the ground level, a loud voice instructs them to take what's inside. A carefully wrapped package sits on top of the platform.
Take your shit.
The package seems to contain basic nutrients. Judging by Meltman and Karen's reaction, it's not of their it's not of their liking. Oh, it's a very crappy lunch.
You got a school lunch.
Yes.
You got one of those cardboard pizzas.
Or it's just literal cardboard. The masked ones point their guns at them, indicating them to hurry up.
Well, I mean, one of them wants to die, so if you take it slow, you've made an easy way out.
I know, I just never realized, like, Eldritch Abomination's using firearms. I wonder, what should I do now? Here's the question. Is it actually food? Or is it something that's horrible and poisonous? I'm guessing it's probably the latter, which means if you give Meltman more hope, he's going to just go and eat it.
Sorry, Meltman, we love you, but your ass is dead. I'll read this one. Meltman... Bleh. Wow, fucked it up right on the start. Meltman's mind is suddenly filled with a serene feeling. Affect Karen's mind, guns blazing. The silence of the hole seems calming. The thought of all the horrors that they have already lived through, the ones that await them, suddenly banished from his mind, at least for a few seconds. He feels a little more hopeful. He has survived until now, and he will continue to survive. He is more certain of this now. Positive feeling, and the thoughts start to become more numerous. Meltman is incredulous at first. Maybe his lack of sleep is causing some form of delusion, and in reality, there is really nothing in front of him. Karen is... What the fuck?
Yeah, there's no space. Karen is incredibly...
Okay, is incredibly tired from the lack of sleep. So having a meal, whatever it was, is a welcome sight. I'm wondering if any of these spelling mistakes are made because you're supposed to be going insane as you play this.
That would be an interesting way to go about it.
It's like how we did with Stunning. That's if you read that one, it's got a lot of spelling mistakes to try to prove Stunning's an idiot.
I don't think that's extremely difficult to prove, but...
We thought it was a nice touch. They both looked at the disappointing amount of food and reluctantly started eating. They feel like animals now, only eating for survival. The enjoyment of a meal was an underrated activity for them. Little things that made them feel human. Removing that aspect of them is no doubt a deliberate action. The masked ones write down the results and prepare for the next test.
Kinky. I'm grabbing some water. What is happening?
Do I click these?
I don't know.
Oh. Oh, you
Wait a
can.
minute.
What? You can actually click these.
Oh, okay, that's a little odd. Yeah.
Milkman's stomach has been emptied for a while. His what? We know that you have the code. Either you are lying to us, or you don't remember. Either way, you will have to search inside that head of yours and give us the answer. A number and a word. We know that much. It's your turn now. First, the number. Oh shit. I think it was 29? That's not the right number. Stop making us waste our time. It will only get harder for you. Meltman's... okay. Karen has not eaten well in a long time. The damage to her health accumulates with each passing moment. Meltman note changes in the movement of the masked ones. Probably the start of another of their tests. So, wait. Hold on. I want to go back.
Does Meltman have AIDS?
Probably. What happens if I get the right one? I think I broke it.
I do not know what's happening.
I don't either. I'm gonna try that again. Nope, I broke it. Fair enough.
Sometimes you break a video game. It happens.
Soon now I'm playing freaking Saints Row again. Soon the Koreans I will show you that game soon. So bad. Soon the crane's platform descends, this time carrying 2 human figures. As the platform descends, Meltman notices more detail about them. The taller figure is outfitted with heavy armor. Meltman recognizes the rifle as an A545.
Fuck.
Is that bad?
They're gonna kill us.
He remembered reading an article about it in a magazine he bought at a gas station long ago. Hey, don't be at my door, Mark.
Probably station not long ago. I think they forgot the T.
The type of magazine that had equal parts guns, hunting, and fishing equipment, and female anatomy on display. The tall masked one jumps out of the platform before it reaches the ground, surprisingly agile for all the equipment he's carrying. The figure points the gun at them and with an electronically amplified voice, orders them to step aside and keep their distance. As the gun points to his face, he starts examining it, remembering the details read on the magazine. Where do I get subscription to that magazine, right? Iron sights that consist of a rotary rear drum, aperture, and a hooded front post, creating a significantly longer sight line. You get to read this. I am not reading all that.
Give me a sec.
You can finish eating, don't worry.
No, I'm good. An ambidextrous fire mode selector / safety levers, especially useful for the soldier since it seems he was left-handed. Retractable and adjustable shoulder stock, now in extended position. The Warsaw Pact side rail bracket from previous models is replaced by a Picatinny rail on a redesigned receiver top 4 mounting a auxiliary equipment, such as the optional red dot sights that are currently sitting there. You are really going to read all of that? ? Yes, fuck you.
Exactly. All this information dump is boring me. How this man manages to retain all this really specific information is almost beyond my comprehension. The second figure is already descended on the platform as I regain my interest. Karen notices the distinct medical clothes that the masked one is wearing. No armor in sight, and only a side pistol.
I swear to God, if he's a fucking rat man under there.
I would be so happy that they would actually do that. Because we wouldn't be the only ones that know that. She is not able to identify the model. She's never had any interesting guns. In her eyes, a gun is a gun. All of them will kill you if the user shoots you. That was enough knowledge.
That depends on where you aim.
Exactly. Meltman, of course, notices that the pistol is a... Nope! Stop it, devs. Stop it. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Gears in his head start turning. Both guns are used by the Russian army. Standard equipment.
God damn it.
Of course it'd be Russians. Were they in a Russian installation? I can read. The security was Russian? Maybe a PM? Or was the Russian state involved in this? Were they moved by plane while they were unconscious?
I could make so many bad comments right now, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, they might have picked the worst time to release this, is all I'm saying.
I mean...
Are we playing Ukrainians?
God, I fucking hope not.
If that is correct, the possibility of being found or escape started to be even more remote. I wonder, what should I do now? Your turn to pick.
Oh boy. Alright, so we got either affect Meltman's mind, affect Karen's mind, or expand influence. So here's the question. Let's go into Karen's mind and let's inspire sorrow, because we haven't done sorrow at all. We've done fear, we've done hope, we've done anger, we haven't done sorrow. So let's see what that has an effect on.
Okay. You just want to torture Karen.
I mean, I technically want to torture everybody in this.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, you know what? Yeah, let's just do that. Let's not expand our influence this time. Just her. I mean, there's always hideous shit going on somewhere. If it wasn't Eastern Europe, it would be Africa or the Middle East. I didn't say it. Thanks, chat. Sorrow, it's like a river that slowly carves the mountain of the mind until it crumbles. My influence, like water, I will always prevail in the end because I have the time to do so.
Kinky.
The doctor starts examining them.
Kinky.
Karen is the first patient.
Not kinky.
She is surprised by the care the doctor has while cleaning her wounds and suturing her cuts. The doctor works really fast, and in no time he is already tending to Meltman's wounds. The doctor asks questions about their mood as they are being examined. This feels like a joke. They are being kept prisoner and tortured, and then asked how they are feeling about it. The doctor gives them both pills and a couple of injections. And now you have your COVID shot. Damn it, I couldn't resist it.
Ooh.
It was too easy. To avoid tetanitis, they assume.
Tetanus.
Tetanus, sorry. They decide to trust in them for now, as opposed to what? You're getting an injection, you can't stop them. Not that they have much of a choice while they are being pointed at the gun. Thank you. The doctor even gave them pills to recover some of the lost sleep. Oh, good, caffeine pills. They are not sleeping pills, though. They felt, okay.
Did you give them Ritalin?
Oh, Jesus, have fun with that shit. I guess for a normal person that would pep them up, wouldn't it?
Probably.
You and me, you're giving them speed.
Yeah.
They felt energized and hyperactive the second they took it. Yep, they're taking Ritalin. They think that it's better not to think about what they are. At least they are no longer tired. The doctor gets back to the platform, followed by the tall one, and they start to ascend once again. Meltman and Karen feel conflicted by the experience. They much rather, they much rather have masked ones to be tending to their wounds instead of causing them. It's actually cocaine in pill form. Are you talking about Ritalin? Probably, yeah. Because if you give Ritalin, or if you give cocaine or speed to somebody with ADHD or ADD, it affects them different. The masked ones write down the results and start preparing the next experiment. Meltman's stomach has been emptied. Yeah. Karen is not eating. I don't care. Look at this image. What emotion comes to mind when you look at it?
Constipation.
Would that be sorrow or anger?
Fear.
Okay. I have to do it. It's like a rule when you're doing these type of games.
Be afraid because you might shit a brick.
What word comes to your mind? Shit a brick?
Can we do that? Yeah, okay, we can. That's truly a fear-inducing shit a brick. God, this game was just fun to ad-lib. Like, if it was, like, literally just ad-libbing this stuff, it would be fucking amusing as hell.
I love it. Meltman's stomach. Yeah, I don't care. The spotlights turn off, and the bright lines are projected on the ground of the hole. Seems like some sort of course. I wonder what I should do now.
You have to follow the maze.
Should we expand our influence to be both of them?
Fuck it.
Which should we use?
Uncontrollable sorrow?
Oh god, we have to do a maze.
Oh.
The masked ones indicate them to walk alongside the projected lines. Meltman and Karen obey the commands and start walking. They do this for a few hours. The
What?
line changes directions every few minutes, just so they can't space out. Oh, that's just mean. When they get out of the lines, they are called out and threatened with violence. They are both exhausted. This continues for a few more hours. Yep. Meltman notes changes in the movement of the masked ones. Probably the start of another of their tests. Soon the crane's platform descends, this time carrying 2 human figures.
God damn it.
As the platform descends, Meltman notices that the figures appear to be the same they encountered before. If you explain the guns one more damn time, game. The tall, armored guy and the smaller doctor. Meltman hoped the masked ones held no grudges for them taking the doctors hostage. What? Of course, this was wishful thinking. The tall one indicates them once more to step aside and keep their distance while the doctor steps out of the platform. I wonder what I should do now.
Huh. Meltman seems like he's more interested in getting out of here.
So what should we do?
But we don't have the ability to inflict hope on him because he's already hopeful. Maybe anger?
Meltman's mind goes to all the troubles that he'd gone through in the last months, since it seemed almost comical. In the span of only a few days, every aspect of his life went wrong. He found himself having to put out figurative fires constantly. When he, at least, was able to solve most of his problems, this happened. It was like life was making fun of him. He felt like every time that he advanced in life, something went and tried to push him back. He fought so hard to have a comfortable home, a bed, warm and nice clothes. He was now in a cold hole in the middle of nowhere. This was a cruel joke. This thought made him furious. He felt like punching life itself. Meltman thinks about trying to take the doctor hostage again, but the menacing look of the tall one dissuades him. Do it, 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 do it.
Yeah!
Coward, do it! It was a far-fetched possibility that they would fall for that 2 times. The doctor starts... Wait, when did that happen the first time? I guess that happened off screen. The doctor starts examining them. Karen is the first patient. She is surprised. Yep. So this is the same as before.
Yeah.
I wonder
Why
if
does
we
he
should
keep
just
injecting? Why does he keep injecting them?
for laughs. I mean, how much cocaine can a body take?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
I wonder if we can push him by just giving him anger.
I don't know. Maybe.
The doctor even gave them yeah. The master one writes, yep. Okay, crap. I actually need to make sure I pay attention. Write down. Somebody needs to write down when it comes back. E-F-I-G-Y.
Effigy?
Yes. Meltman's body has accumulated lots of damage. I hope he receives medical attention soon, or I'll not be able to play with him much more. Karen was trying to sleep, but it was suddenly awakened by the sound of the radio static. The static was faint, however started growing steadily. Karen turned the device around, and as she remembered there were no batteries there. The static kept increasing in intensity, but that was not all. Karen noticed a trail of footsteps forming about towards her. As the footsteps got closer, the static grew. She started to get increasingly scared as the trail got closer and closer to her, so she's already going insane. Karen ran towards Meltman and remained there for a moment. The radio static became fainter and then silence as the trail walked in the opposite direction. Meltman's confusion was visible. Karen tried her best to explain, but as Meltman told her, he did not hear static. Karen got back to her corner of the hole and remained silent for a while.
Get in the hole.
Wait, those weren't eyeballs, those were symbols. Oh.
They were symbols inside eyeballs.
Karen's bodies received too much punishment. Her wounds started to be a problem. Why they insist on breaking my toys? Well, haven't they been bandaging them up, though?
I don't know.
There's movement at the top of the hole. The masked ones are sealing all the places where air could come out. This
Fuck.
is bound to get interesting. They are pumping some sort of gas in. They are noticing the color of the gas is sickeningly green. The fear starts to invade them as the gas descends from the top of the cave. I wonder what I should do now. I say influence to fear, maybe? To all of them?
Okay.
I'm gonna have to take a break in a moment, guys. Actually, can I be right back really quick? I want to go feed the pets.
Yeah, go for it.
You guys get to talk to Mike, and if he be right back, you guys just get to hear hissing.
Yes. Hissing. Like a cat.
I can hear the hissing from my neck thing all the way out of the room. That shit's loud. Hi guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this game. I'm gonna lower the hissing. Don't worry, guys. We'll do this for a little longer, then we'll move on. I think I want to do some more Notch. How about you, Mike?
I'm down for whatever.
So let's continue a little more. So what were you doing? Expanding influence for fear.
Yes. You
And
want to make him... Oh, we're going to make him shit himself.
you want to read because I'm not chewing on a piece of chocolate.
That is fine. Karen is filled with fear. She pressed herself against the walls, trying to avoid the descending substance. Icky. The gas feels like needles inside her lungs. Blood and vomit soon flow outside her mouth.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
She can't remain conscious for much longer and falls to the ground. Meltman manages to remain calm. It needs something. It needs something to filter and neutralize the poison. It only has his shirt, so that should suffice, he thinks. Meltman used some of the water remaining of their last meal and helps Karen soaking the shirt. Yes, this should help them filtrate the bigger particles.
Would it work?
That's what you're supposed to do on a fire normally.
Oh.
Unfortunately for him, the shirt is not thick enough to be a good filter. The gas eventually passes through and starts working its chemical orders.
Whoops, hold on. I don't know why I did that.
The gas feels like needles inside his lungs. Blood and vomit soon flow outside his mouth. He can't remain conscious for much longer and falls to the ground.
Thank you to whoever tried calling me.
The gas stops flowing. The ventilation system activates and the toxic gas is drained from the hole.
You lived!
They clean the blood and vomit from their mouths. They know some damage was done, but they are alive for now. The masked ones analyze the results. This will not be the last time something like this happens. Meltman's stomach has been empty for a while. His body starts to decompose. Okay, we've read this.
Yeah.
Karen is not eating. Okay.
Okay. Karen is severely hurt. Yep. Meltman note changes in the movement of the masked ones. Yep.
Start of another test.
Okay,
Soon
guys, should we continue
rain.
this torture or come back to this later and go for another game? What do you feel like doing, Mike?
It's up to the lads.
Up to you guys. Do you want to continue a little longer, or do you guys want to move on to another game? Enjoy and or confused. Yep.
Thank
We
you.
are just a god torturing a bunch of mortals. That's all I know about it. I was not told anything else about this game.
Torture.
I'll give you guys another few minutes. Or not. Let me save. We'll definitely come back to this one because I'd like to do some more. But I do want to do more of that weird game we were doing, Notch.
Alright, let me start that up.
Alright, and then we could do, if we have time, the point and click. Because I don't want to do, AI Somnum.
Having a good time, you're doing no harm. So